following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Sam in Irvine, California. Hey, Sam, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Doing great. You having a good day out there?
I'm having a great day. Thank you very much. I want to preface by saying that I'm so grateful to you and TFNN for you to assemble such a great people, such a team to help the small investors like myself.
Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us, Sam. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, a safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. This quote's by Duke Ellington. A believer is an optimist who thinks of tomorrow. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 210, NASDAQ up 50, S&P's up 27, gold contract up $19.10, trading at $1,167 an ounce. Silver up 32 cents at $15.90 an ounce. Platinum up 19 at $1,116 an ounce. Copper down 2 pennies at $2.61 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.34, trading out at $46.56 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year is up 1.5 points at 128.26 with volume. 30-year is up 2 points and 7 ticks at 163.20 with volume. That bond market's not done, folks. It's just not done. We'll go over that. Bottom line is that that's going higher now with conviction. King Dollar's crushed. King Dollar's down 1,400 ticks, 98.48 with volume, by the way. Euro up 185 at 107, and the yen down 85, trading at 120.53. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. So, in the world of the markets, folks, what we had is this. You had the Fed announcement come out at 2 o'clock. Inside the Fed announcement, what you have is that the patient came out of the announcement. Janet Yellen basically said that even though that came out, that doesn't mean that we are going to go up on rates immediately. Now, the divergence out here is pretty intense. And what the divergence is, and we've been talking about this, okay? The divergence is, you know, bottom line, if you're going up on rates, the dollar should go a lot higher. Well, the dollar's getting crushed and gold's going up. That being said, bonds, the yields are going down, and they're going down fast. 10-year right now is at 1.9, and we'll start with the S&P. So, SPY, what do we have with the SPY? SPY right now is trading at 210.68. What we have is that you have juice behind this move right now, too. We're at 147 million. That is saying that it's going to do that probably 180 million on the way down. We're at a price point of 210.72, so that's in the highest game. That high that was generated out here on February 25th is game. NDX 100, we take a look at the 3 Qs. What do you have with the 3 Qs? 3 Qs out here right now are up 125. You have 28 million shares traded, and you're going into 30. So the 3 Qs also can go for that high. That high that on 3 Qs is 109.42. The small caps took out their high, the IWM. And what you have with the IWM is this. IWM thus far has done 25 million shares. The high that was generated out there had 29 million shares. So you can make a case that the IWM is actually an ABC structure on the way up. This is pretty intense, actually. Because if we take a look at this, what you're going to see is this. The bottom of the, excuse me, folks. The A point would be 114. Your B was would be 123. You got $9, which would set up 918. That's pretty intense. It was set up at 128. And inside the small caps. So what you can have inside these small caps is this. Because gold is up $19, that's going wide price spread accelerated volume. Many of the gold equities are in small caps. The oil is going topside. That's up 145. Many of those oil stocks are in there. So we'll see where that shakes out. But bottom line is that the small cap looks like it wants to go. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? This is what you have with gold out here. Gold contract right now is trading at 1169. That number, we're up $20 right now. You have the wide price spread. You have the expansion of volume. That's after testing the lows with lighter volume, basically jamming it down yesterday into the 1141 area. It was rejecting that price, had the wide price spread today. You're going to need another day of this, but the bottom line is that you're into the 1162 pretty deep. That sets up that it's going to go make a run up to this 1223 area. And the divergence, which I just said a little bit earlier, is pretty intense. And that intensity has to do with the aspect of the dollar getting crushed. It's like, why is the dollar getting crushed? Because they're saying the rates are going to go up. Bottom line, the dollar's done a 1 to 2 ABC structure on the way up. Somehow, some way, people are selling the dollar. Now, let's go over to the bond market, because what we have with bonds is this. The ever-ready bond market did not give it up, decided that, guess what? I'm not done. And bottom line is that you're over a small swing point right now. The TLT has done 8.5 million shares. She's going over 8 million shares. That's the swing point from 130.38. And, you know, that's game that, okay, that the high, again, is on the table. Pretty amazing, no doubt, but that's what's going on. We take a look at some of the Dow stocks. This is what you have. In fact, I don't think there's going to be a Dow stock that's negative. Let's go see. If we take a look at Dow stocks, yeah, there's not one. Oh, yeah, there's one Dow stock that's negative. You get Visa negative by 94 cents. The leader out there right now is Chevron, up 349. Caterpillar is up 262. ExxonMobil's up 216. Microsoft's up $1. Inside the NDX 100, what do we have? Inside the NDX 100, let me put this down. Oh, 1 second. Sorry about that. Inside the NDX 100, folks, that's up $57. Mylan Pharmaceuticals up 264. You got Vipul Communications up 20. Seagate's up 184, and Baidu's up 67. Taken away from it on the way down, even though the NDX 100 is up good, you get Adobe down 237, Lam Research is off 163, Mattel's down 44, and Win is off 214. Now, our man, Mr. Dave White, folks, listen, this is a trader's paradise. That's the bottom line. You know, because what you do have, anyway, our man, Mr. Dave White, is going to be doing a workshop tonight at 5 o'clock, as soon as I get off. You can come over to that workshop, get in that workshop right now, absolutely free. It is for his subscribers. The way that you get in the workshop is you subscribe to his newsletter, but that's free. You can subscribe for a month for free. If you like the newsletter, you'll get charged the following month. If you don't like the newsletter, you just let us know, you don't get charged. That workshop, folks, it couldn't be at a better time, okay? This is like a field day, okay? If you're trading out here, yes, the indices are up, but guess what? All that's happened out here today is that, bottom line, even inside my own newsletter, we closed some option trades, nice, profitable, opened another one on the pop-up, okay? Bottom line is you get option expiration, and what you can do inside an option expiration like this, particularly when you have high volatility, which we have, is you can put on trades with very minimal risk that can get you some decent reward. As you go over to TFNN, what you're going to see right on the front page, you're going to see trading option expiration with our man, Mr. Dave White. Okay? You can sign up right here, right now. Bottom line, the workshop starts at 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And if you can't make it live, what will happen is that it'll be on your page for 1 full month. As you're over there, if you want to take advantage of the Tiger Dollar sale, the Tiger Dollar sale started 2 days ago. It goes until this Sunday. And the way this works, Tiger Dollars are good for all product at TFNN, no expiration date, totally transferable. Most of the, well, all the time, we do a 10%, 20%, or 30% bonus. What we have here, because we haven't done one for so long, we're doing a 20% bonus, a 30%, and a 40% bonus. So the way that works, you can buy 500 Target Dollars, you get 600. You get an extra 100. You buy 1,000, you get 1,300. You get an extra 300. If you buy 1,500, and that's the max you can buy, you get a bonus of $600 or 2,100. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. The volatility that we have out here, you can expect that it's going to stay, folks, okay? Overnight, what you're going to see, I suspect, is that we're going to see how this market settles in. Coming into the close here is going to be really crucial. The reason being is that if this S&P can stay like it has, meaning that it continues to charge forward. I'll bring this up for you and show you how this is trading right now. So the SPY right now is trading at 211.18, and it's basically pressing the highs, and it's just starting to basically intraday come off a little on volume. I suspect, we're already at the lows of the high. This high is going to get tagged. It might actually get tagged when we're sitting here right now. We're going to be right back, folks.
As this one-of-a-kind winter comes to a close and spring approaches, it only seems fitting that now is the perfect time for a spring Tiger Dollar sale. For this week only, we're doubling the bonus that we give when you purchase any amount of Tiger Dollars. Normally, we offer a 10, 15, or 20% bonus when you purchase Tiger Dollars, but for this week only, we're doubling our special offers, and you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even up to a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. This is one of our best Tiger Dollar sales of the year and won't be around for long. Tiger Dollars can be used for any TFNN product or service and provide a great way to lock in added value on your subscriptions. Tiger Dollars never expire, so whether you're a current subscriber or plan on subscribing at one point in the future, take advantage of this spring Tiger Dollar sale this week only and get up to a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. This sale ends Sunday night, so don't miss out. All the details are on the front page of TFNN.com. Get your Tiger Dollars today and lock in your bonus before this sale passes you by. In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow Industrials right now up $241. We have the Nasdaq up 60. S&Ps are up 32. Percentage-wise, this is what you have happening out here. You get the Dow up 1.3%. S&Ps are up 1.3. Nasdaq is up 1.2. And you know, we had talked about Petrobras yesterday, and just whether, you know, you're looking at this on a fundamental basis or a chart basis, meaning. You know, how can a company that takes in, I think it was, what, 400, I think it was 400 billion, 458 billion, you know, go down to $7. Bottom line, what just came across the tape is that Switzerland about 35 minutes ago just froze 400 million in the accounts of, and it doesn't look like these accounts are a lot of people of 400 million. The bottom line is that most of them were basically, okay, so it's 400 million, it's 300 Swiss bank accounts that they've identified thus far that include senior executive of Petrobras and politicians. And the politicians go, and 48 politicians. Pretty intense, no doubt about it. Okay, so let's go over and we take a look at the IWM, because the IWM, folks, okay, gets to a new high. It's taken out a B point right now. It's taken it out with volume. When you do look at the context of the gold going and the oil going simultaneously, that is the majority of stocks in the IWM, the small caps. That's where that's shaking out right now. So we'll see if, in fact, that can do the whole ABC structure on the way up. The most intriguing one coming into the close out here is going to be the S&P. The S&P has the juice, okay? We're at 160 million shares right now. The real question is going to be, is it going to be able to maintain the price coming right into the close? What we have had inside this S&P is this, SPY. Because what we do have happen after these meetings, folks, is the volatility stays in place for a couple days. That's just how this thing shakes out. And when we take a look at this S&P, what you had is this. The SPY, your first expansion up was monster, and that took about 15 minutes. No, I actually was right at 2. At 2 o'clock, we went from 207.22 to 209. After that point, bottom line is that you keep having higher highs, no doubt about that. And we'll see, in fact, if there's going to be any type of selling at all coming into this close. Inside the 3 Qs, the NDX 100, you have the juice in there. What you don't have at this point is that you just haven't got into the 108. Yeah, so what the difference was is that the 3 Qs thus far haven't got into the lows of the high. Well, we have plenty of time to do this, because what you do have is that we have 2 days to option expiration. And I got to tell you, folks, okay, this is the ultimate in option expiration, because what you have had here is that you have the expansion, you have it all, meaning expansion in price. You have equities out here that were getting crushed this morning, that came all the way back, and that actually have, let me just see something here for a second. Well, some of them are going to have high volume lows, because when this market came back, it came back with a vengeance, and just about every stock came back. What we had prior to the 2 p.m. announcement is that you had we had a good number of stocks that were down I just pulled a few up, but they weren't down with volume. So we'll see where the whole rest of this does shake out. Yellen, the bottom line is that the door is open for a rate raise, in June. And when she was in the press conference, she was indicated that it was going to be go slow as it started. Now, what you want to wrap your head around is this, okay, is that the day of the announcement, all of the above, you get fast volatility, and we have it in spades out here. We have an additional, 30 minutes coming into the close. All this market has to do, just so you can wrap your head around this a bit, is the Dow sell off, if it sells off even about 50 points, what you're going to have set up there is that large operators are going to think overnight and say, okay, does that really mean we are going up on rates in June? And if, in fact, that we are going up on rates, what is that going to mean for the market? The thing that's really wild out here right now is this, and I still can't figure this out. Because picture this. The dollar's getting crushed. The dollar's down 1,600 ticks. So the dollar is telling me that, guess what? That 1 to 2 ABC structure up lines up a long-term change of trend again in the dollar. Gold came off the lows after testing the lows with wide price spread, accelerated volume. Gold stocks are also doing the same thing. Silver stocks are doing the same thing. That's saying that gold and silver want to go up. Well, if you're a fundamentalist, that almost makes no sense whatsoever, because if we're going to go up on rates, it should mean that the dollar basically is going to go higher. There's something else that's out there that, bottom line, well, maybe the Fed's selling the dollar. Who knows, okay? And not saying, and they don't have to say anything, by the way. Now let's go to the bond market. The bond market, bottom line, as that bond market was coming off the high, I said, okay, hey, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the end of the, basically, bull market in bonds. Well, it's not. That's the bottom line. It's not even close either. The 10-year right now is doing 1.2 million contracts. It's going to take out 1.3 million. It just sliced right through 128.10. And the way this is set up here, let me put this one up here for you. So TYM5. So the way we're set up here, guess what? The high is game again. The high in bonds, 130.19 is game. And it very well could be just a much even larger move, which is not bizarre because that's what it is. But it certainly is like, how the heck does this work? Meaning, inside those correlations. Now, we'll figure those correlations out, meaning that, okay, if rates are going up, how is the dollar going down? Rates are going up, how are bonds going up? Okay? So, when you start talking yourself through this, what do you get? Well, what I get is this, is that even though Yellen is saying that rates, that the patient is out and that June is possible, it's saying that no, it's not possible because the bond market is saying we're not going up. The gold market is saying we're not going up, and the dollar is saying we're not going up. Those three correlations are saying we're not going up on rates. So that's what it looks like, which is a beautiful thing, I guess. That's what it is, though. It presents a huge amount of trading opportunities. There's no two ways about it. But that's how this baby's set up right now, folks, because if the rates were going up, the dollar certainly wouldn't be crushed 1,600. If rates are going up, I don't think gold would be up $20. But the absolute is that if rates are going up, the bond market wouldn't be up 2.5 points, which it is. She might think rates are going up, but the market is saying no, rates are going down. You stay right there. We'll come right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 204 right now. Nasdaq's up 50. S&Ps are up 26. And we take a look at some of the high-volume stocks. Well, actually, let's see what kind of volume market we're going to have out here. So we got 30 minutes coming into the close. and it's going to be about 720. So on the NYSE, that's not high. On the NASDAQ, the NASDAQ is going to reach about 1.75. Both of those, that's not high volume coming into those spikes. That's the real bottom line. So we'll see how the price hangs in coming into this closeout here. What one of the Tigers was saying, does it look like the commodity crush is over? And it's real possible that commodity crush is over. Because what you do have is that what we've done is this. You've tested the lows, and you did it with lighter volume. Many of the gold and silver equities had got into their low, had no more sellers. But what we didn't have until right now are buyers. The bottom line is that on a continual basis, these markets would just drift lower. The reason I'm saying that we didn't have any sellers is that they try to jam many of these equities down a few different times, and there was no sellers on the way down. Now what we do have is that now you have some buying that's in there. What we would have to see to basically get some follow through is exactly that. Is that what you'd look for? Is you look for another day of wide price spread, accelerated volume. We're going to get it out here today. Going to get it out here in the gold, the silver, all of the above. In fact, let's take a look at silver for a second, because what happened is that silver was stronger than gold yesterday. If we take a look at this contract, oh, this is sweet. See, the way silver's set up, I like this. This is a trip, man. Okay, so the way silver is set up that it broke its downtrend, and I can make the case that it at least broke the downtrend from the 1735, and right now you're at 1590. You can almost stretch it and say it broke it from, I'd stay with that one. That one there is a cleaner line on the way down. It broke it. When you break a trend, folks, what you're looking for is you're looking for the wide price spread, accelerated volume when you do break that trend. That's, and so silver basically is right there. Let's go back over to this E-minis for a second, though, because E-mini coming into the close out here today is going to be intense. There's no two ways about it. And as I said a little bit earlier, go to Dave White's workshop tonight, folks. It's free. And let me tell you something. You're going to not only learn something, but what happens is this, is that the market has to set up correctly for option expiration day. This is the ultimate setup. It's like a joke, okay? It's the ultimate setup. The reason being is that whether you're a bear or bull, it doesn't matter. What you have is that you have large volatility, large price spread, all of the above. It's not that they're mispriced. They're not mispriced. The option market makers are the best in pricing anything. That's not it. What it is that the option market makers are not going to lose. They're going to go delta neutral on both sides. But for the trader, what you have is that you can do, basically, instead of buying a stock for $100,000, bottom line, you're talking about 70 cents or $700 for 1,000 shares, or just 70 cents for 100 shares. Why? Because these are going to expire on Friday, so the premium is sucked out of them. In this particular case, which is really cool, so check this out. This is intense, because what you have now is that, watch this, if we pull up the VIX, you're going to see that because the market is up so dramatically, the VIX has got crushed. That's down 224. That's at 1342. That's saying on top of the time value, the premium value from the volatility is crushed. That is just a sweet setup. Dave's going to be doing that workshop at 5 o'clock. You can get into it by going over to our website at TFNN, test drive his newsletter. That's going to be for a month. And then as you test drive the newsletter, what will happen is this. You'll get the newsletter for a month. If you don't like the newsletter, you just let us know, and you don't get charged for the following month. Either way, you're not getting charged for the month. So you get the full month with Dave. You also get the option expiration workshop tonight. And, you basically are going to have a lot of education, and you're going to have a lot of volatility coming into this market. There's no two ways about it, because the volatility is not only out here, it's out here in an incredible way. Even though the VIX, okay, so the VIX got crushed. So what that is saying that, yeah, the premium is lower. But what isn't, and that's because the market went up so dramatically, okay? But what we have out here is that you still have plenty of equities that moved all the way up. And what you're going to see coming into this close out here, and the real key is going to be, does the Dow basically, close under like 989? That'd be another 50 points down. That'd be hard to do, but that's real possible. If you had something like that, that wouldn't be a great setup inside the Dow Industrials. SPY, little different animal on the SPY. The SPY is going to have all of it. The SPY is going to have the juice as it went higher. It has the price. The SPY has hit 211.27 out here, and 211.22 is the low of the high. So what you have in a situation like that is that's saying the high wants to be tested. And with 2 days to option expiration, I expect that's exactly what you're going to get out here. The XAU, the HUI, if you're in those markets, XAU right now, wide price spread, accelerated volume. XAU is, let's pull this up for you. I can see this. XAU is trading at 67.36. We put this on a daily, and what you're going to see is that is coming right into the downdraft. The largest downdraft was on March 6th. That's getting into that bar right now. I expect that tomorrow you'll jump right into that bar. The low of that bar is 67.23. If we go take a look at the HUI, excuse me, folks. The HUI, the Gold Bugs Index, that is trading right now at 165.21. That also was, that's up $7 right now. $165.56. That needs a little bit more to get into it. But the way this is set up right now, they did everything they should have done. This is the data we actually needed, wide price spread, accelerated volume. We had the test of the lows time after time after time. Couldn't break out those lows, and we'll see what they can do as they start to move topside. Inside the oil market and the financials, you got ExxonMobil up $1.87, Chevron's up $3.23, Schlumberger's up $1.50. If we go take a look at this XLE, this could be a good trade, actually. The XLE right now, let's take a look at it. Yeah, the XLE is setting up right, man. The XLE is setting up right. The XLE also came into the high volume swing low from January 14th. Did it with lighter volume. You get the expansion today. The XLE is at 77. And this is saying it's going to stay in the consolidation. And 82.43 is the highs out there. If we go take a look at the XLF, the banking structure. Oh, this is interesting. So, banking. Okay, so we got to figure this out. So, banking can't handle it. Volume's not bad, 41 million, but you're coming into 58 million. So, the XLF just can't handle it. And inside that XLF, let's see what we have. So inside the XLF, you get JP Morgan down 5 cents, Bank of America's off 15, Goldman's up 129, Morgan Stanley's up 12, BRK. Let's see, BRK is the largest weighting structure inside that XLF, and that's up $1, but that's not moving either. So you know what that sets up? That sets up, as we keep going through all these, folks, that's setting up that these rates aren't going up. That's the bottom line. The dollar's down 1,700, almost 1,800 ticks. Now it's down 1,800. There you go. Must have heard me. It's down 1,800 ticks. We're at 98.13 DXM5. What you're going to see here, and this was the clue, the first day it just came off that high with volume. Well, guess what? We're coming off that high again with volume. That's the change of trend, and that's saying that, hey, we'll see how long these rates are going to stay low. But the way that it's trading right now, your first expansion down on the dollar can get into, watch this, this is pretty sick. Just a normal expansion down will get you 94.71, and right now we're still at 98. A 50% retracement gets you to 92. Now, if you want to see the larger setup here, because when you have a larger change of trend, which I expect that's exactly what we have, let me put this up, and this will blow your mind, because it's blowing my mind too. But bottom line is that you got to love these markets, man. You know what I really love, folks? I really love when something is as deviant as this. Meaning, you know, the dollar, the whole world said it going up, and it was going up, and it did what it's supposed to do. But it did what it's supposed to do. That's the mind blower. That's the thing that I absolutely love. You stay right there. We'll give you those numbers as soon as we come back. Dow Industrials right now are up 195. We're going to be right back, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit tfnn.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, don't forget, at TFNN, we do live programming 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the evening. Get all that right on your cell phone, TFNN.mobi. If you'd like to get Tiger TV, just go to TFNN.com. On the right-hand side, you're going to see a little box. It says mobile devices. Hit that mobile device, you'll get Tiger TV. Tiger TV, of course, has all the charts, HD charts at that. And they come out dynamite, by the way, on your phone. They come out dynamite, period. But on your phone, they come out incredible. Dow out here right now is up $195. You got the NASDAQ Composite up 41. S&Ps are up 23. Gold is up $19.70. You got silver up $3.67. And platinum's still lagging, but it's up $18. Oil's the big one. Oil's up $173 at $46.93. If we do go over and take a look at this oil market, let's see if she's going to make any difference here. So CLK5. So, oh no, look at this. This is hilarious. This is pretty sick. So CLK5, what oil actually has here, folks, is a high volume swing low. That's what it looks like right now. 1 second, hold it. Because if that's the case, yeah, she does. She's going to come back down. You know, we've done 342,000 contracts. We got to a lower low. So bottom line, the physical oil wants to come back down. Now, the XLE is a different ballgame. The XLE, in fact, let me go look at ExxonMobil just for a second and see. That's not that impressive either. Interesting. Okay. Boy, this is going to be a little tricky in the oil market then. So ExxonMobil, that doesn't have the juice either. So check it out. You're up $1.79. You've done 14 million shares, but you know what? This would have to be pumping a good 20 million shares out here today. Even, I'll give it benefit of the doubt with 16. Doesn't have it. This is just a bounce, and it can't get back inside its range. The range that we're talking about is 86.60. We got to 86.37, and it just doesn't have it. And it's going to take quite a bit. It could, you know, we'll see how it works out the next 3 or 4 days. Will it build cause to do it? But right now, that is saying no. Chevron, CVX, if we'll look at Chevron, see what ends up happening, okay, inside the XLE, you get Chevron and ExxonMobil that are movers. Now, Chevron, different animal. This is, you know, but see, this will still affect the XLE. So if you're going, if you want to be in that market, then I'd be selective. For some reason, Chevron is a much better setup. It's up $3 right now. Has the price spread, has the volume, has both going for it. So that basically, the way that the actual oil market, the physical oil market is trading, that'd be saying that the physical oil market can get back down to those lows again. And, you know, we'll see how the XLE trades. Alibaba. Now, this is always the deviant deal when the lockup is over. So Alibaba out here is trading at 84.34. We take a look at this, and Alibaba right now has a 56 million shares that are short right now. What you have is that let's see, Alibaba fell into today marks the end of a lockup period for 14% of the company. Bottom line, folks, do not go long Alibaba, okay? You know, now the deviant part that I wanted to talk about was this, is that because the lockup was over today, it's like, okay, you think the stock's going to get croaked. Well, what ended up happening is that the stock actually went up higher, okay, at the open. We went to 85.95. Bottom line, it's flat now. This is going to be a monster ABC down. Alibaba is going to get crushed. I mean crushed, because they're going to get out of the stock and ASAP. Now, when you want to set up, it's going to be wild watching this thing shake out, because Alibaba, you know, went public at 80, went up to 120. You're at 84 right now. Has a high volume swing low at 80.03. But what it looks like also, it looks like a classic ABC down, and that it's not, the first one's not a big one. It's like a 15-point ABC down, can take Alibaba into about the $70 area. But when you have 14% of the stock, of the equity that gets unlocked, it's a simple deal. Bottom line, do you really think that those people are just going to sit there and wait when they have the chance to sell, number one, and many of those, I suspect, 14%. Man, 14%, not only that, 14% of the shares outstanding is a huge number, because I believe they get 2.4, that can't be billion shares. Yeah, it could, because I think they have a market cap of 207 billion. It's a very large number. That's what it comes down to. There's no two ways about that. It is a monster number. Coming into this closeout here, it looks like the Dow's going to finish up a couple $100, the NASDAQ up 43. And the SPY's got some juice in it. The SPY saying, hey, we're going to go hit the high. And option expiration, great day to get up there, hit the high. So we'll have the spike up in the S&P. The small caps right now are over the high. We're at 124.50 on the IWM. The last high up here was 123.78. It had done 29 million shares. Thus far, we've done 33 million, so that's a small ABC structure on the way up. That's the way this is set up right now. Some of the high volume stocks in this market, you had Facebook up $1.40, Apple's up 150. That's about it in the dollars and cents. Dow stocks up here, they're actually giving up a little, but every Dow stock, I believe every Dow stock except Visa was positive. Now every Dow stock is positive except Walmart. Walmart is down 16 cents. Every other Dow stock is positive. It'd be interesting to see why Walmart can't come up the rear. Walmart's trading at 82.45, and oh, I see why. She's going after the October 15th swing low. So Walmart's a classic. This is a classic, man. You're off the high of 88. You're at 82.45, and that good old October 15th low is hanging out there. And it looks like that we're doing an ABC structure on the way down. That's how this is set up at this particular point. Gold, silver, they're moving higher. They get the wide price spread accelerated volume. Bonds are the big deal, folks. Bottom line, we're going lower with yields again. We're at 1.9. That's a beautiful thing, of course, for the mortgage market, the housing market, all of the above. And you know, now we start putting it together. No matter what Yellen says, the bottom line is that they're not going up on rates even in June, I'd say. That's the way this is shaking out. The dollar's down almost 1,900 ticks right now. This dollar is going to gap down tonight. They're going to crack the dollar, crush the dollar. Gold's going to basically go to the moon. Pretty wild. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back. And then the next quarter past, we're going to have our man, Mr. Dave White, on us. He's going to be talking about what he's going to do tonight at 5 o'clock. You can be in that workshop, folks. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. We'll come right back.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Nick in Tampa. Hey, Nick, what's going on?
Tom O'Brien, it is an absolute pleasure.
Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you calling.
No problem. Dude, I've been listening to your show for about 2 years now, and it has just been wonderful. I listen to you, Basil, Andy. You guys do an amazing job.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Hey, we're kicking into spring, baby. This quote is by Albert Ferretti. I start with the idea that nothing is impossible and everything can be done in the end. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 227, NASDAQ up 45, S&P's up 25. Gold contract up $25, traded at 1,172. Bottom line, gold, wide price spread, accelerated volume. The dollar, folks, is getting crushed. The dollar was down 4,500 ticks. I've never seen it get crushed like that. Bottom line, we're going to bisect and dissect that baby. But as I had said, this just came in. These ABC structures, folks, that do more than a 1 to 1.618 are absolute mind blowers. But bottom line, guess what? Bang! It comes in again. Complete turnaround in the dollar, and you can expect that on a longer-term basis, too. Silver up 50 cents, trading at $16.08. Platinum up $23 at $1,120 an ounce. Copper up a penny at $2.65 a pound. Light sweet crude up $2 at $47.31. As one of the Tigers was saying in the den, you think the commodity crush is over? And yeah, the commodity crush is over, folks, okay? That's why the small caps broke out to new highs. Bonds. And bonds, folks, their bull market bonds is not over. Bottom line, no way, Jose. What you have with the 10-year? 10-year is up 1 point and 11 ticks with volume, blows away at swing point. The 30-year up 2 points and 17 ticks at 163.28. And as I said, King Dollar. King Dollar is all over the place. It was down 4,500 ticks, at that 96 level. The euro is going topside. That's up 360 ticks at 109. The yen is down 171 at 119.67. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. And as one of our Tigers just said in the den, it's really cool, folks. When markets are this fast, it's really cool. You have to be fast, number one, but those different correlations that are taking place, and this is what we have right now. Different correlations, it's important to understand. And I know, depending on how long you're in the market, okay, it takes a little bit. But as Trader Town just said, Europe should get hammered. He's absolutely right. Why, folks? Because what has happened is this. And Europe's closed right now, by the way. So what you have is that the correlation in between the free money, the soft money, the dollar, the euro, bottom line, that's why Europe went up so quickly, and they're going to see this flip around tomorrow. Volatility is going to be in these markets. It's going to stay in these markets in a big way. So what do we have out here? What you had out here at 2 o'clock is that the Fed statement come out. As the Fed statement come out, Janet Yellen took the patient out of the statement, had a press conference and said, hey, listen, rates may go up in June, but we're going to have basically look at some other details. The way the market has traded, folks, the market is saying that rates will not go up. Specifically, what I'm talking about is with the dollar getting crushed, with gold going topside, wide price spread, accelerated volume. But the most important one absolutely is bonds. The bond market, bottom line, is saying, you might think I'm going up, but guess what? I'm going down. The 10-year right now is at 1.9 again. At 1.9, that'll get you a 30-year mortgage at about 3.75, which is a beautiful thing. Let's take a look at the SPY. SPY out here today, what did it do? SPY is closed at 210.46. You did 216,000 million shares, rather. That's more than the 188 and the way down, so that's setting up that, guess what? You're going to go test these highs again in the SPY, which is 212.24. NDX 100. What do we have with the NDX 100? We'll use the 3 Qs inside the NDX 100. What you have also got the price going and the volume going. A little bit earlier that didn't have the volume. It has both of them. 38 million shares traded. It's going to go after the high, 109.42. The IWM took out its high with volume. The IWM is an ABC structure in the way up. And what you have inside the IWM, folks, is this. Small caps, You get the gold stocks, you get the silver stocks, you get the oil stocks, you get the commodity stocks. Commodity crushes over. Bottom line, IWM did 34 million shares, took out the last swing point of 123.77, which had 29 million. Wants higher price. Gold contract. Let's go take a look at gold. And after the market closed, by the way, folks, after our equity market closed, gold got an additional bump up of 3 or 4. But when we do the dollar, it's going to blow your mind. We do this dollar is just wild. So what do we have in the gold market? Gold market today went from 1144 to 1171. We did 170,000 contracts. Okay. So what that sets up now is this. Gold had been testing the lows that were generated from November 7th, had been doing that with lighter volume, got the price spread going today, got the expansion going today, got into the downdraft that had been created on March 6th. March 6th, folks, we had gone from a price point of 1,200 to 1162. We go right into the low of that 1162. We accelerate up into it with volume. That's saying that now gold is going to go make a run for the 1223 area. We go take a look at the silver. Now, silver is even stronger. And what silver had done yesterday, silver basically was given the heads up yesterday that it's real possible that this thing wants to go topside. Both silver and gold haven't had any buyers. We've had no sellers, but we've had no buyers. That's changed. Silver today, silver goes from a price point of 1543 to 16, has the wide price spread, has the accelerated volume, does 36,000 contracts. Now silver wants to go up to 1743. Big number. We go take a look at the oil market. What do we have with oil? Now this is the oil one's trickier. The way the oil market is shanked out is this. So CLK5. What oil actually did, folks, is this. Oil made a lower low. And that's a problem for the oil market right now. So I wouldn't be going long oil just yet. And this is why. Oil today had a nice day. The low was 44.03. It closed out at 47.33. Probably get another bump up, but now you have a high volume low. High volume low will get tested. That's the way that shakes out. If we go take a look at the bond market, we're going to use the TLT inside bonds. What you have is this. The 20-plus bond goes topside today, has wide price spread, has accelerated volume, all of the above, takes out the swing point that was generated out here on the 25th of February. The high there was 130.38. We're at 131.49. And what does that do? That gives game again today. Guess what? That high wants to get tested, which is the 138.50. And that's pretty wild just watching that whole thing shake out. Now, let's go to King Dollar. This is an absolute mind blower. We take a look at King Dollar. DX M5. So, King Dollar, what do we do with King Dollar? King Dollar had gone from a price point out here today from 100.12 to 96.27. That's insane. That's unbelievable, okay? That's where we are right now. This thing is pressing lows, and pressing lows, I mean dramatically, okay? And you talk about you got to see this chart, folks, okay? This is just amazing, okay? So there's going to be implications everywhere on this dollar chart, okay? Because what we just did in literally 2 hours is that we came back. You know, many times I talk about how markets like to go down. Well, guess what? In 2 hours, we came back to January 22nd. Yeah, January 22nd. It took it all out. Anyone that's long the dollar right now just got basically toasted and roasted. And by tomorrow morning, it's going to be a lot worse. What is that all about? That's all about, number one, that the rates aren't going to go up. Number two, it's about the aspect of how ABC structures work and Fibonacci sequences work. And I don't really understand how this one can be so consistent. But depending on how long you've been listening to me at TFNN, if you have the art of time in the trade, you know that when you do more than a 1 to 1.618 ABC on the way up or the way down, it's a change of trend. When you do a 1 to 2, which you can do, change a trend. And it's always immediate. If you remember at the lows of the market in 2006, they did the same thing. And it was like, I remember when I was going along saying to myself, oh my God, this is going to be crazy, okay? But the bottom line, it took 3 or 4 days then. This one took 3 or 4 days, and that's it. These changes a trend when these expansions take place are dramatic. And the expansion inside the dollar started in 2006. This was in 2011. It was May of 2011. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
As this one-of-a-kind winter comes to a close and spring approaches, it only seems fitting that now is the perfect time for a spring Tiger Dollar sale. For this week only, we're doubling the bonus that we give when you purchase any amount of Tiger Dollars. Normally, we offer a 10, 15, or 20% bonus when you purchase Tiger Dollars, but for this week only, we're doubling our special offers, and you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even up to a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. This is one of our best Tiger Dollar sales of the year and won't be around for long. Tiger Dollars can be used for any TFNN product or service and provide a great way to lock in added value on your subscriptions. Tiger Dollars never expire, so whether you're a current subscriber or plan on subscribing at one point in the future, take advantage of this spring Tiger Dollar sale this week only and get up to a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. This sale ends Sunday night, so don't miss out. All the details are on the front page of TFNN.com. Get your Tiger Dollars today and lock in your bonus before this sale passes you by.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Think or Swim, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished up 227, Nasdaq up 25, S&P's up 27. Now let's go over to our man, Mr. Dave White. Dave's going to be doing a great workshop tonight, folks, at 5 o'clock, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. And what it's going to be about is trading option expiration with our man, Mr. David White. You can get into that workshop right now. The way you do it, just come over to our website at TFNN. You have to test drive his newsletter. Now, you test drive the newsletter for a month, folks, okay? It doesn't cost you anything. At the end of that month, if you like the newsletter, you can keep it. If you don't like it, you just tell us, don't charge your credit card. It doesn't get charged. Two different things end up happening. You get a great newsletter for a month. You also get this workshop tonight. And this couldn't be a better time for the workshop. Dave White, what's going on?
Love it when a plan comes together.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. Seriously. Folks, Dave and I have been doing White Lightning for a long time, okay? And what happens is that you want a day like today for trade in the next couple days because the VIX got crushed. I mean, you got it both ways, man. The VIX got crushed. There's plenty of stocks that basically popped with nothing, and you don't need a lot of movement, man. So tell us what you're going to teach tonight.
Well, I've got a white paper that anybody that signs up will get, which is the theory of trading.
Yes.
And tonight, since we've already done a webinar on that, what we're going to do is the actual practice of it. All the things that I'm looking at for the reason why I bought Tesla,
right.
The options on Friday, the reasons I bought the ones we did yesterday,
yeah.
which is our second one up. It's up 100%.
Sweet.
Today, and I love it. And one of the reasons is 10 days to cover on short interest, and it popped today. So now all I got to do is wait for a few people to cover, and I think we're going to make a great deal more than just the 100%.
Yeah, and what happens, folks, is that when you come into option expiration like this, so picture, two different things end up happening. Yes, they all expire at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. What also happens is that there's no premium left in them. And when there's no premium left in them, and we have a VIX that got crushed today, you put that together, and that gets pretty intense. As Dave just said, he hunts many of these strike prices. The strike prices are important, folks, because the market makers themselves want to keep the equities at a certain level. Not all the equities, but many of them, they want to keep at a certain level. And they're pretty good at it, aren't they, Dave?
They are very good.
Yeah.
And I haven't talked to you about this, but I wanted to bring it up. Hopefully I'm on video here.
You are.
Here is the Stocks and Commodities magazine from December 2004.
Okay.
And that's my first article on trading options into expiration. So I've been doing this for quite a long time, and it started off with you trading OEX options.
Right.
And
right.
my original, this article actually goes back in and does a kind of a back look on OEX.
Nice.
Of course, those aren't available anymore. It was just too easy to make money on those.
Well, I lose money. I mean, they were pretty intense, but they were definitely dynamic. No doubt.
They were dynamic, and we basically over the years I've slowly modified it to finding stocks that have the ability to move not much.
No, that's what's so cool about it. You don't need a lot.
But I'm looking at a $30 stock that I've got 1/4% total loss possible.
Yeah.
On my trade, and I'm looking, if it just moves $1.50, I'm going to make I don't know, 400, 500%.
Right.
So it's the best of both worlds. Incredibly small losses and the possibility of huge returns, and you get about 2 or 3, maybe 4 times a year when you get these options setting up. And that's why I said I love it when a plan comes together, because coming into Friday, you really don't see everything setting up, but by Friday morning it was pretty clear. We set this up kind of the last moment, but you get a few days warning to get these set up. So
you do, and what you have, folks, is that you need volatility. Well, the traders need volatility, period. But we have the volatility, which is just great. It's going to be, it's going to be wild tonight, man. Is watching how this dollar is going to shake out, man. Did you see what they did to the dollar?
Yeah, but it went to where I was looking for, which is 98.
Yeah.
And then it just kept on going into 100, and you knew that it was blowing off the top out there, and had to come back. But, I was looking for mid-95s for it to come back. It just did it all in one day for us.
Yeah, it did it in 65 minutes.
Yeah. So, I love it. And, we're going to have some very interesting trading. I was watching these options going into the close, and they were sucking all the premium out of these things. There's $200 stocks within the money calls with like 50 cents and 25 cents of premium. So there's a lot of good opportunities out there, even if you just want to trade the next couple of days, especially if these stocks went up. You can have fairly well-defined risk over these next 2 days.
So watch what happened out here, folks. Dave, you're going to love the story. So what happened, folks, is that I had a couple option trades on, and I closed them out before the Fed announcement, right? And so my son's beside me is watching. He says, there's something wrong with that pricing structure right now. He says, it doesn't make any sense, right? And what he was talking about, right, what you just said, he says, there should be more premium inside those. I says, Tom, I know there is. I says, but this is what ends up happening. He said, you're working on, well, two different things end up happening, folks. Is that a lot of people really just don't understand options enough, okay? So they'll go in at the bid, and the market maker thinks that that's what they're going to get. So Tommy kept coming back and said, well, why can't you do it the other way? I says, well, watch what goes on here, right? So bottom line is that, as Dave just said, they had sucked the premium out, but I knew when I was selling into them, I gave them still enough that they could make money on it. And so the way you do that, folks, you just get 5 cents, 8 cents under what I knew they could buy 1,000 shares and, close the option in a second. And it was great, because as soon as we put it in, man, it was gone in a second. But that's what Dave's talking about, folks, because the premium have got crushed out here, and it almost does look skewed. Do you know what I mean, when you're looking at some of them? But you notice how they opened the price spread, though. That's what they also did simultaneously. But
yeah, there's a couple of $200 stocks.
Yeah,
that went into that were out of the money this morning. Went into the money.
Right.
Went up $5,
right?
And they're printing out at $5.40 or something. Yeah. So their intrinsic value, literally, you've got a $200 stock with 40 cents of premium in it.
I know.
And it's it drives people batty.
Yeah.
But when they do that cross from out of the money into the money, they instantly start sucking that premium out on the other side.
They do. And folks, Dave will teach you about all of that tonight. Okay. How to trade option expiration. And listen, you don't have to basically go to this and then go trade it. If it's the first time you're in options, go to it anyway so you can really understand the theory behind it, okay? You can basically go over this on a weekly basis. We're talking about the monthlies right now, but there's plenty of time to practice on the weekly basis. If you have been trading either equities or options for a while, go to it, because the bottom line is that you can do heavily defined risk, whether it's $200, $300, or $20 or $30. You can buy 1 or 2 options. You don't need to buy 10, and see where the baby shakes out. Well, listen, man, we look forward to the workshop in a half hour.
You bet.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Folks, you come over to our website at TFNN. Right on the front page, you're going to see option expiration with our man, Mr. Dave White. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials up 227. NASDAQ up 45. S&P's up 26. Gold's up 25. You're going to see gold probably gap up $25 tomorrow morning, because the dollar hit 4,500 ticks down. You're 2,500 now. I wouldn't be surprised if it opens up 2,000 ticks down.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finish up 227, NASDAQ up 45, S&P's up 26. And, folks, as you are over at TFNN, don't forget, every trading day, 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the evening, we do live programming. Get it right on your cell phone at TFNN. And what we have going on right now is our spring Tiger Dollar sale. We haven't done this for quite a while. We got an extra bonus that's out there. This sale is good from now until Sunday evening. Tiger Dollars are good on all products at TFNN, totally transferable, and no expiration date. The way it works is that if you buy 500 Tiger Dollars, you get 600, so you get an extra 100, $20 bonus. If you buy 1,000, you get 1,300 or 30%, 300 extra. If you buy 15, which is the max you can buy, you get $2,100 or $600 extra. So it's a 20, 30, or 40% bonus. If you do get any product at TFNN right now, bottom line, you want to save some money, good time to do it. If you're looking to get product in the future, also a good time to do it. Let's go to Jim in Palm Harbor. Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, we had a conversation this morning at 9:45 about whether I should buy a 1-ounce American Platinum coin for $1,200, and you said go for it. So $30. That's when spot platinum was $10.88. And so I went over there right at noontime. I figured I'm not going to wait for Yellen, and I bought the coin for $1,200. They wanted to charge me 7% sales tax on top of it. I said no way.
Good for you.
So I walked away with the coin at $1,200, and very happy. Thanks for your advice this morning.
Well, I am so elated for you, man. And of course, platinum went up $24. And we were talking, folks. So what happens with platinum is this. You know, Jim and I were talking this morning, and gold this morning, folks, you know, was down at $11.50. But the reality is that if you even try to buy a gold coin, you couldn't buy one for $1,200. Platinum is the most precious metal there is, and it's always hard. And Jim knew this because he had called a lot of other dealers. They don't store platinum coins because they're not liquid enough. Well, good for you, man. Aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah, and as it turned out, Tom, this was a proof coin.
Yeah.
Without the documentation and without the box, but it was.
Hey, you know what? I got a box for you, man. You know what to do? This is so cool, man. I remember I told you how many I had. Okay.
Right.
Well, I still have some of the boxes. This is what to do. When we get off the phone, call back, right?
Okay.
Give me your address, right? And I'll send you.
Come down to Cleveland Street and say hi.
Come on down, man. You know, it's so funny. This is crazy because I was in my garage, basically last Saturday, right? And these boxes, folks, you should see the boxes. They're gorgeous, okay? But when I was moving these out, bottom line is they didn't need the boxes. And these were more the proofs. What's the one after the proof? But anyway, I'll give you a box, man. They're gorgeous, man. That
sounds good. Now, the other thing, I'm looking here at the market today, and I look at the NYA stopped at the .786, and so did the SPY, although the IWM set a new high. So, I mean, I'm looking at the SPX from...
this is interesting. Yeah, the NYA. Look at that. That's good to know.
If you look at the SPX cash from Feb 27 to the low last week, we stopped at the 786 at 2102. We hit 2106, but we're back down at 2099.
Yeah, and listen, I suspect we're going to hit the highs again. That's what it looks like. Doesn't mean you blow them out, but that's the way this is kind of set up. But it's interesting pulling up the NYA because the NYA, folks, are all the stocks and bond funds that trade on the NYSE, and that would be a much larger sampling of where we are. And we're at 11,009, and that high's 11,142. I think we're still going to have the high volatility, and as to can the S&P take it out, it might spike it, but bottom line, that October 15th swing low is still out there in spades.
Well, I have to call Larry tomorrow because he's talking the big Astro Day on Friday with the spring equinox. We got options expiration, we got a solar eclipse, and I think there's a couple other astro phenomenons happening Friday. So it should be an interesting day on Friday.
And it certainly should be. And Larry, folks, is on at 1 to 2 tomorrow, right? Larry,
12 to 1 for commodities.
12 to 1, sorry. And he has Arch Crawford on tomorrow. So it's a great time. Arch is a phenomenal technical guy, astro guy in an incredible way. Check it out right in your phone, folks, no matter where you are. TFNN.mobi.
Well, thanks for the tip this morning, Tom. I bought that coin.
Okay, and listen, I'm going to try to remember those tomorrow, but just send me an email. I'll have the box in here for you, just in case I'm not even here. Just ask for Leanna, okay?
I will do that. Thanks, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. I love it. That's because it's amazing, folks. The boxes that they have these coins in and are just gorgeous. Let's go to Diane in Aspen, Colorado. Hey, Diane, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
Absolutely. Great skiing up here.
I bet. That's awesome.
It is. Great spring skiing. Anyway, I have a question for you on some UUP puts I bought today, April 26 puts.
Holy cow. Wow.
I bought them right before the announcement. And at the end of the day, they were up at 237. But I notice now the bid and the ask are 43 cents and 47 cents.
Okay,
so
hold
I'm
on.
wondering what to do.
Yeah, what strike price did you buy?
26.
26. Okay, perfect. And so and the Aprils. That's even
Yes.
better. Oh my God, this is insane. Okay, so 26. Now watch this though. Even though the 26 Aprils. 43 to 47. Just stay with us a second. This just take me a second to figure out. So what we have, folks, is this. The dollar index, which runs off the UUP, is not trading right now, okay? But what you do have is that the euro is trading, and the euro is at 109 right now, okay? We've hit 10... Let's see what she got. She got into 110. Okay, the euro got into 110. So what I suspect you're going to have, let me put the UP up. And what you're going to want to do, more than likely, is you're going to want to move those out tomorrow, and you're probably going to want to move them out on the open. And this is why. This is what should happen, Diane, is that you're going to get the spike down. So right now the UUP closed at 25.78. It's probably going to open at like $25. So at $25, you're going to have a full dollar in them of value, but what you're going to get in them is a monster premium because of the fact that the volatility is so dramatic.
Okay.
So what to do is this. Don't put the price in until you see what the bid is, because if I'm right in the aspect that, the dollar will open down a couple thousand ticks, what you'll see is that when they first open up the option, and they won't open this option right away. This is how this works, folks, okay, which is a bummer, actually, okay? Because it would be so volatile, they won't open the option inside the UUP for probably 10 minutes or something. If they open it earlier, God bless you, okay? Most of the time, though, they try to get this thing calmed down a bit, okay? When they do open it, if the dollar's down 2,000 ticks, 1,500 ticks, you'll see an exploding premium in there. And just hit the bid, man. Just hit the bid right away. Because that'll calm down about an hour and a half later. Even if the dollar stays down, the premium will calm down. At the beginning, it won't, though, because the option market makers won't know, is it going to go lower and is it going to go higher? So what they do is that they make up for it at the open. And this is that tactic that I just walked you through, folks. That is a tactic also when you have stocks that gap up or gap down. The first half hour, the options are huge. Then when the market calms down, it calms down. You're a hot ticket. Good for you.
Okay, so I wait 10 minutes and then I hit the bid?
What happens is this. As soon as it opens, you're going to hit the bid. What I was explaining is that most of the time, when it's this volatile, they won't open the bid and offer on the dollar for about 10 minutes. So what they're going to try to do is calm it down.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. You hit that really nice.
Thanks very much.
And what you might want to do here is that if you have, 10 of them, sell 5 of them and keep the other 5, because this dollar, bottom line wants to go to lower price now.
I've got 10, so I'll do that.
That way you get all your money back. You get your principal back, right? And you're off to the races, because you're going to make what? You're going to make over 100% on those, right?
Yes.
Yeah, easy. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Okay. Thanks so much, Tom.
Okay, Diane, have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too.
And, what a great trade. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And so, what she had going for it, too? This is what's so cool, folks. The dollar was at highs. The UUP, okay, so what the UUP is, folks, is the dollar ETF bullish index. There are options that trade on it. Bottom line is that dollar has been at high, no option premium in it whatsoever. What ends up happening? Bottom line, dollar explodes off the high, gets crushed, euro goes topside. You're going to see monster premium in these things. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there. We can come in right back. Dow Industrials closed up 227, NASDAQ up 45, S&P's up 26. We're going to be right back, folks.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Each and every time that the dollar ticks higher, S&P wants higher price. Each and every time that the dollar's ticking lower, guess what? S&P wants lower price. Dollar, the metals, and the S&P are going tick for tick.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished up 227, Nasdaq up 45, S&P's up 26, and we're going to have some nice volatility, folks, the next couple days coming into. So what you have here also is this. So this is pretty cool. Larry has Arch Crawford on tomorrow, folks, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be a great program. Check it out on your cell phone at TFNN. Because coming into Friday, what you have is this. You know, we get it all. You get the spring equinox is on March 20th, right? Yeah, March 20th. Bottom line, you have quad triple witching. Okay, so quad triple witching is when everything expires and the S&P futures on the futures expire at the open. That always throws volatility into the market, notwithstanding that the volatility that we have already. And then to push the last one in is what? And it's all about the dollar index, folks. Okay, the dollar, the euro, what you're going to see out here tonight is that the dollar index right now is closed, okay? The dollar index went from 100 to 95 in a heartbeat out here today. That's insane. In fact, I've never seen a move that big. The only other move that was that large was the Swiss franc. That is going to roll markets tonight big time. The euro right now is trading at 108. It hit 110. That euro right now could very well, let me just look at this. So the euro right now is set up to get into 114. Whether it's a counter trend bounce or not, bottom line wants to get into 114. What is that going to do? Well, if we go over and we take a look at the DAX, what is being set up, well, what is set up there is this, is that the DAX has been on a tear. I mean, that tear going topside was pretty incredible. One of the, I suspect, the main reasons that you had that going topside in spades was the aspect that you had free money in Europe. Now, as the euro goes higher, as the dollar goes lower, there's going to be plenty of indices and individual equities that are going to get whipsawed. The reason being is, and this is just what's amazing about markets, you just have to love about markets, is that the hedging mechanisms of large companies seem to always come in place when it's too late. And the earnings numbers that have come out, and well, FedEx is a perfect one. If you look at what ended up happening with FedEx out here this morning, FedEx come out with their numbers. As they had come out with their numbers, this is what FedEx actually had to say. So FedEx closed today down 241, and the numbers weren't bad, but what you had is this, is that the third quarter they're thinking they're going to do $1.88. Well, the earnings that they were supposed to do was $2.01. The thing that is amazing is that they are blaming, number one, the dollar, but number two, check this out, this is pretty intense. They're blaming that because oil went down so dramatically, that they can't charge as much on the surcharge, the fuel surcharges. So you talk about basically a scam. And this is just not FedEx. This goes back years of our electric bills, okay? Bottom line is that you can see fuel surcharges end up being huge profit centers because they're added on fees. FedEx came out today. FedEx blamed the dollar, turned around, blame the fuel charge. That gets knocked down with volume. And we pull FedEx up and you take a look at it. What you're going to see is this. You get down $2.41 today. You do 4 million shares. Well, what's sticking out like a sore thumb is, and we closed at 173.30. Well, what's sticking out like a sore thumb is a high volume swing low from December 17th. The high of that low is 170. The low is 167. So where did we go? Well, guess what? We went right just about to that high of the low. We went to 170.51. It rejected that level, but guess what? The high of the low is 170. This thing's going to make its way into that level. We'll see whether it breaks that level with volume. What my point is that because the dollar went all the way up, you're going to have large companies that turned around and hedged themselves when? Exactly the wrong time. That's how this is going to shake out. That's how it seems to always shake out. It's just absolutely a mind blower. And because when I'm looking at this dollar, folks, when you do this 1 to 1.8 expansion or contraction, it's a big turnaround. This is not a small turnaround. So inside the dollar, if I look at the, so let's figure this out. I'm going to put the continuous contract up on the dollar for a second, because this is going to be, if you can get these longer term trends right, it throws a whole different spin on everything, meaning on the aspect of how well you can do. Yeah, see, this is a parabolic move, man. This is, we literally went parabolic. There's no doubt. From 79 to 100. You do a parabolic move, man. I mean, the first place that's going to get any support is at 93. I can make the case that you're going down to 86 again. It's going to be intense. That's about as intense as you get. Now, let's flip that around. I'll flip that around to the gold market. So check this out. Gold and silver, we get action. I mean, good action, too. If I flip this around and we put this now in a continuous contract, what you're going to see is that you can't bust them down. We're at, this is what happens. Gold has to get, the continuous contract has to get inside 1179. And right now, on a continuous contract, we're at 1166. You get back inside 1179, you make the case that gold's going to 1428. That's how it's set up right now. Yeah, in fact, that's a good number to know. 1179 to 1181. That's where we really want to see it back inside. We never broke the 1130. So that's saying that, yeah, you can get the game up there to a 1299 again. But this 1179 is a big number. And what I do expect you're going to see, by the way, is you're going to see that 1179 tomorrow. As we open up tomorrow, Europe is trading tonight, which will be up tonight trading Europe. What you can expect is that I expect the dollar's getting crushed, the euro is going to the moon, and gold in the metal market will also be pushing higher and pushing higher with a lot of volume. You know, that's just the way this, and they'll all probably gap. That's how this seems to be shaking out right now. Don't forget, folks, Tiger Dollar Sale. If you have product at TFNN, you're looking to buy product at TFNN. If you want to save 10, 20, or 30%, this is the time to do it. You get 4 more days to do that. That's on the front page of TFNN. And, of course, hopefully you signed up for Dave's workshop, because he's going to be coming up right now, growling and prowling with you. And always remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Whatever you want in life, folks, visualize like a nice big motion picture. Step into it. Take ownership of it and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking to you right here tomorrow. Go get them, folks.